everybody. We are back. I got inspired to do a tier list. And I thought, since it's the first one, it's gonna be low effort, something that I know a decent amount about. So we are doing Shameless characters today because I love Shameless. It is one of my comfort shows. I always go back to watch it again and again and again because I just love it so much. So I thought it'd be fun to rank the characters. So starting off strong, we have, I believe her name's Angela. Also, I haven't watched this in like a couple months, so I kind of forgot some of their names, but I think this is Angela. I am not a huge fan of her. I don't really like her. I never felt bad for her when she got her heart broken by Lip. I didn't care. So, I don't want her to just die, but like I don't care about her. So I guess technically that's in the whatever list, but yeah, we'll put her in the whatever don't care list because I don't really care. This girl, I'll be honest, forgot her name, but I actually kind of liked her. I think her and Carl are pretty good together. She's not like any of my favorites by any means, but I did like her, so we'll put her in good. This chick, this crazy girl, um, couldn't tell you her name. I forgot her name too. This was way back in the early seasons. She's alright. I feel like she kind of just used Carl a lot, so I'm not super into it, but I'm not super opposed either, so we'll probably rank her pretty good. No, she's a whatever. I don't really care. Next, we have, I believe his name's Caleb, the little firefighter that Ian was banging. I actually really liked him at first until, the shit happened and he said, well, it's not cheating. So yeah, fuck him. He's awful. Carl is literally one of my favorite characters. He's not my favorite, but he is like my second favorite. I love Carl so much. He had the best character arc turnaround in my opinion. He stepped up and I really love him. I think he is superior. Next is Sammy. Not Sammy. What was her fucking name? That's not Sammy. It's I forgot this bitch's name. I don't like her. I hate her. That's all I need to know. She's awful. Chucky, you can't like him. He's kind of shitty. I kind of hate him, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I hate Debbie. I don't I don't know if I need to explain. Like if you've seen the show, you know that she's kind of just shit. Um and I don't like her at all. She started off all right, but everything went downhill the moment she got pregnant and wanted to have a baby. So that's where that is. I liked Dominique until she hurt my baby boy Carl. So I actually really liked Fiona. She definitely had her moments where I wasn't the biggest fan of her, but I think overall, all seasons considered, I think she was. Sorry, my cat's pushing things around. I think she's pretty good. I loved her in the early seasons, started to not really care for her in her last seasons, but you know. Next we have Ford. I don't like Ford. I don't know if I don't like him enough to put him in the just die category or if he can just be in the whatever don't care category. I personally just, yeah, he's not my cup of tea. Frank, you kind of just love to hate him. He very much is that kind of character that you know you should be rooting against him because he's like the bad guy. But he just does it in such a way that makes him lovable. There was like 2 times in the whole series that I hated him, hated his guts, wanted him to leave. But I kind of love him. He's kind of like a lovable drunk, if you can even say that. Next, we have bum bada bum this dude. What was his name? Gus? The fuck you Fiona guy. I didn't hate him. I think Fiona actually kind of, you know, turned him bad. I also just liked him because he was the only mention in this entire show about diabetes, and I thought that was pretty cool. I did not like her. I think she definitely abused her power, and her privilege, and she just was not it. So she can be in the Just I don't like her. Ian, my baby boy. Ian is my favorite character on this whole planet. Ah! Where did he go? What did my cat do? Dorphine, I need you to back the fuck up. Thank you. I really liked Ian. Ian was the first character in a TV show that I watched that I felt kind of like I understood him a bit more. Because when he went through his whole like bipolar thing, I was kind of just like, well, I kind of feel like that, but not to that extreme. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think he just has one of the best arcs ever, and I thought it was a really good portrayal. I mean, I know it wasn't the best portrayal of bipolar disorder, but I do just enjoy him as a person. I hated Jimmy. I'm gonna outright say it. I hated him. As much as he was like good to Fiona, he also was very much a bitch, and he cheated on her, and he was a fucking lying sack of shit, and nobody likes that. I don't really have any strong feelings about um Big Nose Guy. I don't remember his name either. I don't really have any strong feelings about him either way. He was cool. I liked the fact that he really just wanted to take care of Karen and eventually Sheila. I do like the fact that he took Karen on that road trip and he loved her regardless of her issues. I don't know. Jody's his name. Jody. I'm kind of in a don't care category. Actually, well, he's good. He's a good guy. I'll move him to good. He's pretty nice. Karen. Karen's a hard one because she was such a bitch for a very long time. But she's also kind of lovable at the same time in the later seasons. Not in the early ones. I did not like her that much. Um, I don't know. It's we're gonna put her in the just die category because she did kind of Thorfinn stop. She was kind of just meh to me. Next we have Cash. I don't like Cash because he is a fucking predatory man who banged a 15-year-old. So I am not the biggest fan of him. Kelly. I like Kelly. I thought she was cool. I mean, she definitely pushed Carl to be a better version of himself. But she did lead Debbie on. But I also don't like Debbie, so I don't really care. I'll put her in love. I love her. She was pretty cool. Kev, superior. That's all I really need to say. He's alright. Liam, it's kind of hard to justify. I do like Liam when he got older and like can actually have a personality, but because he was such a baby for so long in the show that it's kind of hard to really just like care, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of hard to just care about him. So I'll say he's good. I don't really have strong feelings. Lip, I actually did not really like Lip all that much. He had his moments for sure. He wasn't great, but he wasn't awful. So I might have to label him in the whatever, don't care either. I did like his turnaround after he got sober though. We'll put him in love just because of that. I really liked Mandy. I think she was amazing. She can be up there for all I care. Same with Mick. Um, Mickey was probably another one of my top characters on the whole fucking show. I loved like his arc. I just loved how he was as a character. I love that he went from, completely closeted, aggressive bad boy to still a bad boy, still a little rough around the edges, but he at least like I don't know. He really loved Ian and he was really supportive with Ian through all of Ian's issues even though Ian treated him like shit. So, this guy, I don't remember his name. I don't really care to remember his name. I don't really care about him. Monica, I don't like her. And you can say like, well, why do you love Ian but hate Monica? The point is Monica had help. You know, she had opportunities to get better and to be there for her family, but she just kept blowing them off. And at that point, you can't really say it was just her mental disorder. It was her just being a shitty person. This chick, if I remember correctly, she was one of the people when Fiona was living in the apartment building. She was alright. She wasn't bad. She's just a whatever. Fucking Sammy. I don't even want to talk about it. I actually really liked this girl. She kind of had this weird charm about her. The only thing is her hair always kind of looked greasy, but other than that, like, I love her. I forgot her name, but I love her. Sean. Sean. I I really liked him at first. I really did. And then I really hated him. But I think we've come to a point now where I can just say whatever, I don't care, because he is kind of just shitty. But he's not bad enough for me to put in that effort. Uh, I loved Karen's mom, Shields. I loved Sheila so much. She was amazing. She's not superior, but she was very lovable. This girl, what was her name? Her name was, I forgot. Sierra? I think it was Sierra. She's alright. I can't say I blame her for how she treated Lip after he got drunk again. But she also was just having a lot of stupid baby daddy issues that she could have just easily solved. I don't know. Svetlana was great until she wasn't. I liked her at first and then I did not. I hated who she became and how she became. Oh, what was her name? I forgot this girl's name. It'll come to me. I know it will. I liked her. She kind of challenged Lip in a good way, which, you know, he probably really needed. I forgot her name. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't remember. I did not care for the Mick and Mandy's dad at all. He was just a shitty person. In and out. I didn't really care for this officer, but I also didn't really, like, I don't know. Trevor I liked, actually, for a while. And I can't say I blame him either, like, when Ian, like, ran off and cheated on him. Like, I can't say I blame him at all. But he also just, something about him just always rubbed me the wrong way. I don't really know what it is. I just did not really care. V, I loved V, except for her little issue with the little Mormon girl. I forgot what her name was. I'm forgetting everyone's names now that I'm like doing this list. The doctor that Frank was sleeping with, I actually really liked her. I can't blame her for any of her life choices, and she was amazing. Estefania, I think this is Estefania, right? Yeah, Estefania's okay. I mean, I don't really have strong opinions on her one way or another. Enid, I think this girl's name is Enid. She was alright. She was also just as crazy as Monica. She did have her husband dump her 6 kids onto Frank, which kind of was awful, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. This girl, I don't even care about her. Like, she just doesn't exist to me. Jimmy's dad, he was okay. I mean, he didn't have any significant impact, but he was alright. Frank's mom, I kind of liked her. Like, you kind of gotta love her, you know? Kind of like Frank. Like, you gotta love her. She's pretty great. She was stupid, but I loved her. And then Sammy's mom, um, I don't know. She's kind of too hippie weirdo for me, but I also just can't say that I care. And that brings us to the end of my very first tier list rankings. I have already planned to do like a bunch of these, so this was just the first one, and I knew it was one that I could probably do really good on at the moment because I still kind of remember the characters. I don't remember their names for sure, but I remember liking them and not liking them. Um, so, anyways, that is going to be it for this tier list, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. If you agree or disagree, let's just agree to disagree. And I don't really want to hear it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Bye bye.